Hello, it's Shayna. I'm here with a setup with me in my pocket rings. This is my reference planner. Currently I'm using this Foxy Sugar Mint pocket rings. If you've been around my channel for a bit, this was one of my most loved planners for a long time. Obviously you can see that there's stuff all over it. I was not really kind to this planner, and that's actually part of the reason I stopped using it, is because Foxy didn't finish their edges for some reason, and so this is dirty. There's really no way to clean it, which is unfortunate. So that's actually why I stopped using it. You'll probably hear my kid in the background because he's down here playing, and I actually have already filmed this video once, and it was brighter than the sun, so here I am refilming it. So, thankfully I didn't really do anything special the first time around, so here we go. I have this, like I said, this is a reference planner, so I don't carry this with me anywhere. This stays at home. My B6 actually goes out into the world with me, which I know is kind of the opposite of what a lot of people do. Normally it makes more sense to take the smaller planner out into the world with you and leave the bigger planner at home, but this system just works so well for me on the daily. And this system works a whole lot better for me just like referring to things and keeping, like, I will transfer some stuff into here because I know I'm going to be using more than one Stology for 2021, and I don't want to redraw out and rewrite out stuff. So I'm going to start with my Foxy page lifter. I have a couple of these. Unfortunately, they don't sell them. Foxy kind of fell off the face of the planet. Not sure if they're coming back. They said they are, but I don't know. And then I also have just a chopping mat. This is from Dollar Tree. It's just a really thin chopping mat. And I cut it down and put slits in it so I can, you know, have this closed and take this off. And then I have an adhesive pen loop from Amazon on here that holds my Pilot Juice Up pen in 03. That's how I write so small in the pocket rings, is by using a very thin line. So, inserts. My first section is my plan section. So I have just these are actually Post-it brand little sticky tabs because I wanted the white ones. And Avery for some reason doesn't make white ones. But I just used my Brother label printer and made a label here that says plan. This digital download I bought from Etsy. I think it's like BTB Paper Studio or something like that. I'll link it below. But this is a digital from them on Etsy, and it says what is coming is better than what is gone. Figured that'd be a good thing to start my reference planner for 2021, just acknowledging the fact that 2021 will hopefully be better. Some of the stuff in my planner is kind of like, in this planner right now, I'm iffy on if I'm going to continue using it. So like this whole first section is kind of iffy, but I have Peanuts Planner Co. inserts. Every single insert here is from Peanuts Planner Co. This insert is $0.95. It is a month on one page notes, so obviously it's month on one page, and then a notes section here. I usually use my Google Calendar for my calendar, but I figured having it in multiple places might help me. Sometimes the act of just simply writing it down helps me remember things. So having it in my Google Calendar and writing it in my B6 and writing it in here, hopefully I'll remember things. I don't do things very often, but when I do, I tend to forget them. So I'm just going to do very simple here, probably just like dot stickers or something since I have a million of them, and then write the event down here. So that's kind of an iffy, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but I have the inserts for it. This next one, I printed this for a specific reason. I don't need it for that specific reason anymore, but I had them printed, so I'm going to see if I can use them. But this is a week on 2 page. This is insert 088. It's a scheduled weekly. I was gonna actually use this for, let me see if I can find it in my Stology here. This insert. Whoa. Hello. Or this spread. So this is my homeschool spread. Week on 2 page. Obviously it's timed, and I use a key to highlight the various things that we did. And so I was thinking about doing that here, because then I could do like a plan, and maybe I'll use it for a plan instead of actually what we did, so that my B6 can be what we actually got accomplished, and this can be like my weekly plan. So then I can set up like what I want to do, what hours of the day. And then I figured, like, this is a Monday through Sunday. I could do like lunches and dinners. We have certain things I'd like to do every day, so I could write that in here, and you know, if we did it. And then various other things. There's some stuff up here I can write about, like unit stuff or whatever. I don't know. I'm probably still going to use this for planning, not so much for my B6 is what we actually did. This will be the plan. My next section is my track section. Last night, right before I filmed this video the first time actually, I picked my word of the year. I thought I was going to take simplify into 2021, because that was my word for 2020. And last night I was thinking about something my therapist told me, and I went with intentional instead. So this insert, or this dashboard, is... I don't remember who I bought it from on Etsy, but I'll link it below. It's a set of 5 inserts, and they all say something about word of the year, and then you can actually fill in your word of the year. So it is fillable on Adobe. The only thing I didn't like about it is that since my word is kind of a long word, it didn't fit into some of the boxes that they had. So this was really the only insert that I could actually use out of the whole 5, because my word didn't fit into the rest of them. Or at least, I think it fit into some of them, but the one I really wanted to use, it didn't fit into, I should say. So it might have been 1 or 2. The only thing I don't like about this is that when I laminated it, some dust got into it. So you can see the dust. Well, you might not be able to see it, but I can. I'll ignore it once I'm... Like when I'm flipping through this on the daily, I don't notice it, so... Okay, so this section is my habit tracking section. So what I do here, this is the compact horizontal tracker number 154, and what I actually do is in my B6 I do like a habit tracker, a 2-page habit tracker, but then I actually transfer it. So this is for December right now. I transfer the exact same information to here. And that way I can have like September, October, November, December all in one. Just to kind of make sure I'm keeping up on things. I like to have the reference for the year, so I'm going to have the reference for the entire year here. And I don't really need to put it in my B6. I could just use this instead of putting it in my B6, but honestly having it in my B6 is another way to make sure I actually touch my planner each day. And I don't mind transferring it into here each month to have the whole overview, so there's that. And I don't actually look at this reference planner every single day, so then I would like get an entire week off and not know what I did. So it's nice to have it in my B6 too. This is my next section, so it's a social section. This dashboard is a freebie from Plan with Jas. It's a coffee freebie, and there's a couple others designs that she also has. I don't know where my fall ones went, but I have a fall one as well from them. So there's that. In this section, social section, I have this mini months. This is from the 2021 yearly bundle, which is number 147. And this, I actually use, so this is an after the fact basically. So I highlight the day that I put the video out, and then I write what the video was. So this is kind of an after the fact tracker. I can flip through the whole year and see everything I filmed that year. I know there's other ways I could do this, but I like writing it down. So I write it down. It's So that's the after the fact. And then what I use to plan my videos is this 054 insert. It's actually a resources insert. So it says resources there, but I just white it out and then I use these Peachy Plans YouTube stickers to put it over. I do have a code for her still through January something. So if you want to get these stickers, you can use my code in the description box. But what I did last year for what I did in 2020 for these, have been doing, is one column was for the month of Saturday videos, because Saturday is when I put my videos out, technically. I sometimes do a Wednesday video. So this is September, this is October, November, December. I'm going to change it for 2021, and I'm going to do Wednesday and Saturday, and this whole page will be January. So I'll have all 12 months of videos, and this is how I plan my videos before I film them. So I'll kind of write it out. There's a lot of whiteout that happens on this page as I move things around. I could probably write it in pencil, but I don't mind using whiteout. So I just plan out kind of month to month or whatever how I'm going to, what I'm going to film, when I'm going to actually put that video out and stuff. So this is my pre-planning. So that's the social section. The next section is funds. This dashboard is from Modern and Minimal Co. on Etsy. It says know your worth. I thought that was kind of fitting because, you know, funds. But anyway, I find myself clever once in a while. In here, this is probably my most used section. So in here I have the finance routine insert, which is number 113. This top section is your finance routine. So in my previous one, I have some manual payments, not automatic payments. So I have those written in here, the day that they're supposed to be done, and then what the thing is, and then if you did it. So it goes January to June, and then July to December on the back. And then, like, I used to have, like, you can also do, like, transfer to savings or something, you know. You can put that in here, too. And then the next section here, this next page, or part of the page, is the bill tracker. So you have day, amount, bill, and then, again, checklist, front and back. So that's for, like, utilities and stuff. And then debt tracker. So this is for, like, cards and loans and things. So there's a day, balance, minimum, what it is, and then your checkbox. And there's actually, this is split into two. There's a little gray line here, but I usually just ignore that gray line. So I just use the whole box. So there's that. The next thing I have is the payment tracker. This is insert 016. I don't fill in pretty much any of this top information. This top information has stuff like company, phone number, website, account number, username, password. The only line I will fill in is interest rate, due date, and minimum payment. And then there's also start balance, goal, payoff date, and payoff date. I only fill in this line. I don't like having that personal information written down like that, so. And then I don't even write like the company, I shorthand it and give it an abbreviation, so. But yeah, just the date, the amount paid, and the balance, so. I think I'm going to do, I kind of flip-flopped all over the place in 2020 for when I would get the balance, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the amount that we paid and then the balance after the next statement comes through, because you know, if you accidentally spend, or not accidentally, but if you spend after you've paid it, that's kind of defeating the purpose. So there's that. It kind of shows you and slaps you in the face a little bit. The next and last piece of my funds section are these inserts. This is from the number 104. This is the yearly base bundle, so it is dated, but it doesn't matter the year. And what I do for this, the reason I have two of them, is because we track our unbudgeted spending. But I like to track our spending, my husband and I, and then just my spending. So sometimes stuff goes through my account, and even if he gives me the money for it, if it comes through and touches my account ever, it goes on this one and it gets counted as my spending. And then he has stuff that goes through specifically his account. So what I'll do is I'll take the numbers from here, add in his numbers, and put that number here. This is the one that I do things off of, because obviously that's our together unbudgeted spending. But I do also like to track my own personal unbudgeted spending. So to me, unbudgeted spending is anything that doesn't have a budget. I don't care if it's important. Fixing my brakes, fixing my car battery, fixing something around the house, that's important, but we don't have a budget for it. So if we don't have a budget for it, it goes in here regardless of if it's important or not. So, unbudgeted. That's all I put in here. And it's not even like I don't put anything about bills, because bills are not unbudgeted. You're budgeting for that. I only put unbudgeted in there. So then my next section is health. And then I got this printable from EM Designs by EM, M Designs by M. And it says, reminder, be proud of yourself. I got that on Etsy. So my first insert here is also from the yearly base bundle 104. And there's two main things that I see people use this insert for. I mean, obviously there's a lot of different ways you can use it. But the two main ways I see it is that some people use it as a mood tracker to kind of see how your moods fluctuate. And then you can use this for your key. Or people use it for like a cycle tracker. And then again, use this for your key. I usually cut this flap off, but I'm trying to see if I need it this year or if I want to use it this year. And then I use this as a cycle tracker. So I may track a few other things in it this year. We'll see. But anyway, this insert is the same insert as my YouTube tracker, the number 147 mini months from the 2021 bundle. And this is what I use to track products. So whether it's beauty or skincare, so new makeup, new skincare products, I will write it in here. So here's my one from 2020. So like in July, I really got into skincare. So every 3 days I was trying a new product. And so I spread that out to make sure that if I did end up having something go wrong with my skin or had an allergic reaction, I could know what I started in that time. But even like July 20th, I started a new product and then I got a new bottle of it in October 20th. I wrote that in again. Because, you know, I'm bottle to bottle, it could be different. It shouldn't be. But in the case that something happens, I'll know when I started that. So I write all of the products that I start, makeup or skincare. So that's what this is. I also have this in my Notion. So I don't really need this necessarily, but I like seeing it. I like seeing it. I like seeing it as a whole over. Oh my goodness! I like seeing it as with the whole overview. So yeah, I just write in, like, I do the same thing as the YouTube tracker. I highlight the day here, I write it in here, and then I write what the product was. So there's that. My next one is one that I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to use, but it is number 082, the menu/workouts insert. So you can go through, it's a weekly thing, and breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, workouts, notes, and then water intake, habits, and then there's some extra columns and grid lines and stuff. I'm going to try and use this. I usually use my Fitness Pal for this stuff, but maybe writing it down will help me too. I don't know. We'll find out if I use that again, or if I actually use it. The next thing I have is 035, which is the weight log. I'm not super... I don't weigh myself like every single day. Sometimes I don't even weigh myself every month. And if the weight isn't exactly, like, it's not usually what I want it to be, but that happens. So I just like to track. Usually I use this as a reminder of like, oh, I should probably weigh myself. I haven't done it in a while. I don't probably need this, but I kind of like having it in here, so I don't know. And then my last insert is 026, the doctor visit log. It goes through, you know, who the visit was for, where it was at, what doctor did you see, what day and time, what was the reason, notes from the visit, if it was canceled or completed, rescheduled date, follow-up date. And there's 3 on a page. So I only printed 1 page for now, knowing I'll print more later, but I just printed the 1 page for now. So there we be. There's my reference planner. I may add a little bit. I may take out stuff. I don't tend to add stuff that I don't need, but I'm kind of doing a bad this year and doing that for 2021 with a couple of these inserts, but I thought I'd give them a try. So anyway, that's the video. That's the video. I'm not going to link every single, well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll link all the inserts and stuff. But I'll definitely link the dashboards below. So yeah, that's basically it. This is my reference planner. It stays at home either on my desk or in my planner bag that I carry around the house with me. And I update it at least weekly. Try to do daily, but at least weekly. Yeah, so that's about it. So anyway, that's it. So thank you for being here. I always greatly, greatly appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video.